Detective Adrian Cole almost ignored the coffee stain. It sat near the edge of the crime scene photo. Small, harmless, forgettable. But 3 days later, that stain would expose the real killer. The body of journalist Claire Bennett was discovered inside her apartment at 11:42 p.m. Single gunshot wound. No forced entry, no robbery. Her laptop was missing. Police immediately focused on Noah Grant, Claire's ex-boyfriend. Witnesses heard them arguing earlier that evening. His fingerprints were found inside the apartment, and security footage showed him entering the building at 10:51 p.m. To detectives, the case looked obvious, especially after Noah suddenly disappeared the next morning. But Adrian Cole noticed something strange in the crime scene photos. A fresh coffee stain beside Claire's overturned desk chair. Nobody mentioned it in reports, because it seemed irrelevant. During interrogation recordings, Noah kept repeating the same sentence before asking for a lawyer. "I left before she died." Nobody believed him. The timeline said otherwise. Claire's neighbor reported hearing the gunshot around 11:20 p.m. That placed Noah inside the apartment during the murder. Case closed. Except Adrian couldn't stop thinking about the coffee stain, because the spilled liquid looked fresh, still glossy under the apartment lights, almost recently poured. Adrian reopened the forensic photos, then noticed another detail investigators ignored. Steam still rose faintly from the coffee cup beside the stain, meaning the coffee had been hot shortly before police arrived. That changed everything, because Noah had already left the building nearly 30 minutes earlier, which meant someone else had been inside the apartment later. Someone police never looked for. Adrian reviewed hallway security footage frame by frame. That's when he spotted it. At 11:14 p.m., a delivery driver entered Claire's floor carrying a thermal food bag, but no food delivery had been ordered that night. The driver never appeared leaving through the main lobby cameras, because he used the underground parking exit reserved for maintenance workers. The delivery driver wasn't a driver at all. It was Ethan Cross, a private security contractor secretly connected to a political corruption story Claire had been investigating. He entered disguised to avoid attention. When Claire threatened to publish evidence exposing multiple officials, he killed her, then stole the laptop. The clue had been there from the beginning. Not the fingerprints, not the argument, the coffee. That tiny overlooked detail destroyed the false timeline investigators built around Noah. And once the timeline collapsed, the real killer finally appeared. Ethan Cross was arrested 2 weeks later in another state. Noah Grant was cleared completely. But Adrian kept staring at the original crime scene photo long after the case ended. Because sometimes the smallest detail in the room is the only thing telling the truth.